They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
LSU right back to the line. On the move. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. And they get him down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to
throw it over the top of the D. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse,
looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They'll run the screen. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw. It's Manning. Pressure coming. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Durham. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Setting up the screen. Oh, the quick spin move. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Durham. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Golden. He's off to the races. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, he lets it fly. Pulls it in on the right. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And he's got it inside the 35. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
He'll throw it. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He rifles one deep to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion not to mention multiple scores. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the score. And it's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Throws to the tight end. He got it! Touchdown, Texas! Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now adjusting. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this...
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. With the catch, it's Ibuka. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Fast motion from the offense. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking for a crease to the left. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
Man, it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They'll give it to the back. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
That's a first down for the offense. Got it. That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Dogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Ohio State, 0.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle the guys.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Grabbed in the middle. It's Lovett. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Got his man all by himself. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, dog! Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Utes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wide receiver shows motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires left. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens.
And that ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the...
I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Rising. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Utah. The end of the first quarter with the score Utah 7, Georgia 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same calls. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Looking for a man. It's Rising. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays, down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Second down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the air. It's back. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Gonna take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Complete downfield. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Etienne. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Discards a man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country.
Unloads it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Utah 21, Georgia.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Rising. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air, it's Rising. Pocket starts to collapse. Still on his feet at the 45. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Utah 21, Georgia 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Running to the left. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position.
Hard running there. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Second down coming up. To the air. It's Rising. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, going up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Snags it! Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Rising. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.